Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a new LEGO military video, today with an American UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, the MQ-9 Reaper. Not so long ago we have seen the previous model of this one, the MQ-1 Predator, in LEGO made by me, that you can find here in the right up corner if you want. While today we will see the bigger brother, and when I say bigger brother, it's really bigger. Maybe here is not so clear how much bigger it is, so I'll show you immediately. Here we have both of them together, so Predator and Reaper. The bigger brother is quite larger compared to the previous one, but now we have to concentrate on this one, so if you want to check also the Predator you can find it in the right up corner. About this one, as usual, before starting I would like to remind you that in the description of the video you can find the download link for the instructions. So you can download the instructions for this one, and of course the same for the Predator, so if you want you have also that option if you prefer the smaller UAV. And as a second reminder, as usual, if you check here, for example, the inside, you can see some bright green parts. These parts are not visible, so you can change them with any other color. And in this case we also have a third reminder about the weapons. Of course later we will check them on the aircraft as well, so don't worry. Have, for example, the JDAM, the power bomb in two different colors, the Sidewinder anti-air missiles, the Brimstone adopted for European countries, the Hellfire Missiles that are anti-tank guided missiles, and the Stinger, another anti-air missile. These are the main weapons adopted by this drone, and as you may notice here we have one weapon for each kind. That means that in the instructions you will find the instruction for one weapon and also the parts list for one weapon. If you want more of them, you have to multiply the parts list for as many as you want. So for example, if you want 4 power bombs, you have to multiply the parts list by 4. I think it should be pretty intuitive, but I think it's better to specify. Now let's concentrate on the aircraft itself, and later we will check what else we have here. And we can finally concentrate on the aircraft itself. I think it turned out pretty nice. I actually think that it's immediately recognizable, so let me know in the comments if you agree with me or maybe I could do something better. As usual, in the photos you have already seen the overall shape. Here we will concentrate on the little details. For example, on the front here we have the little antenna made with a wand. Under the nose here we have the main camera. This one I think would be even better with a little adhesive, or just like I told you in the previous video with the Predator, you can actually use also a marker and simply make a black dot just to have the camera look like. I think would be very nice. Another little feature that I added inside the head is the satellite antenna. It's inside here. You can disconnect the top and voila, we have the satellite antenna, and then you can close it again. Here we have more antennas and sensors. Here on the top also the same antennas and sensor, a beacon light. The part that I think I love most of this project, the engine. I finally had the chance to use this air intake for the engine that I always loved, but never had the possibility to insert in one of my projects. Finally, it's the time. Actually, there is a second possibility, now I'll show you. To make the air intake, simply making this one longer, so not 1x3 but by 5x6. If you make those longer and close also the top very fastly, just to give you an idea, a more standard air intake, so here of course needs to be closed. This was my first idea. Maybe you can place this one a little bit more to the inside. I think this part fits very well, I really like it, so I prefer this solution. But you can also have this second possibility if you want. Let me know, which one do you prefer? My engine or more standard one? I'm really curious to know also your opinion about it. Then let's continue. Of course here on the rear we have the propeller that can rotate, so this one can of course rotate. Then we have the tail fins, so one and here the second, also the third on the belly, with a beacon light also here on the bottom. It should be only in this position, So in this case, if you want, I recommend using some adhesive to cover the two sides. So if you cover the left and the right side, you have the transparent part only on the bottom. That should be more realistic, but it's up to you. Speaking about beacon lights, we also have the beacon lights on the wings as usual, so red and green. Finally, the last thing we have to check on the project, the landing gears. Also in this case, like my previous project, are retractable. We can close them. So we have to close this one a little. Now I'm not really sure how much. And 2. Okay. See? It's closed inside. While for the back landing gears, we close, of course, the landing gear first in this direction. Okay, this is the maximum. And at this point, you have to disconnect it for a second. So disconnect and reconnect in this position. See? And now it's closed. Of course, you do the same also for the other one. And also the second one, it's closed. Of course, here, if you want to achieve an even better look, I recommend to disconnect this part of the landing gear this way. So you remove the wheels and also rotate those to keep the shape. So I think this way looks better, but it's up to you as usual. Now that we have everything closed, this is in flying mode, and in this case we can also add our stand. Here I designed this stand that can change the inclination. We have a ball joint here that give us the possibility to change, for example, the angle, the inclination on the side, inclination on the front. See? It can change inclination, and we can connect it here on the belly. Okay, connected, and as you may notice, we can have also an inclination. I don't know, I think it looks pretty nice. At this point, another little feature, if you want, this aircraft is also produced with finlets here on the wingtip that you can see here. So we have 2 of them, one for the right and one for the left, according to the colors. And now I can show you how to add them. So if you don't want the standard one, you remove 1, 2 and 3 parts and connect this one instead. One here, and of course the same on the other side. Okay, we keep the beacon lights, and here we also have the fin tips. I don't know, which one do you prefer? I kinda prefer the standard one actually, but as usual it's up to you. You have 2 choices and you can choose the one you prefer. Now here we have the weapons. As I told you before, if you want, for example, 4 Sidewinder, you have to multiply the weapon by 4. In this case, I'll choose just to let you see one of the most standard payload with the power wave bombs. So we have one here. Let me take one. Okay, so here we have 2 bombs, and then here we may add our Hellfire Missiles that are anti-tank guided missiles, the same adopted on the Apache, and 2. Okay, and that's all. Of course, here you can choose other weapons. Now I will not show you all of them. You can choose the one you prefer. Of course, here there are 2 Hellfire Missiles, but if you want only one, very simple. You take our double Hellfire Missiles and simply split in 2. So you have one here and one here. I think it's pretty simple. So let's rotate it. Here you already have one part. Maybe you need another one for the other. And you can connect it here under the wing. Okay, done. Here you have the single missile and here the double solution. I think it's pretty easy. And also for today that's all. I hope you like this project. If yes, remember to leave a thumbs up. In the right top corner or the caption of the video you can find the playlist with more projects I built during these years. So if you like this one, check also the others. Maybe you can find something else you like, or if you don't like this one, I'm sorry, why not? Why not? It's beautiful. But if not, maybe you can find something else you prefer. So check also the other creations. And as usual, let me know in the comments what you want to see next, so I can have more ideas for the future projects. And that's it. So see you again with a new project in the next video. Bye!